Once upon a time, in a hidden valley where every sunrise sang a tune and the flowers giggled with dew, there was a village called Sunbeam Hollow. It was a place where joy was measured not in gold, but in giggles, games, and glowing hearts. In this village lived a young boy named Theo, who was known as the quietest child in all of Sunbeam Hollow. He rarely laughed, seldom played, and never smiled. Not even when the butterflies danced on his windowsill. Theo lived in a cozy cottage with his grandmother, Granny Lou, who had a cupboard full of story jars. Each jar held a memory of happiness, the smell of cinnamon bread, the sparkle of first snow, the laughter of a lost friend. "Why don't I feel joy like others, Granny?" Theo would ask. Granny Lou would gently pat his hand and say, "Maybe you need to find your own kind of happy, Theo." So one day, when the sky painted itself with rainbow clouds, Theo set off on a journey to find what happiness truly meant. He took only 3 things: his lucky scarf, a pouch of marzipan stars, and an old map with a golden sun drawn on its edge. The map led him to the Whispering Woods, where even the trees told jokes to passing squirrels. There, Theo met Gigglesnort, a chubby gnome who wore a hat made of honeycomb and shoes that squeaked. "What are you looking for, gloomy face?" asked Gigglesnort. "Happiness," Theo replied softly. "Well, it's not under mushrooms, I checked, but you might try the Laughing Lake." So Theo walked and walked until he heard the sound of splashing and snorting. Laughing Lake was filled with water that tickled. As soon as you dipped a toe in, it made you giggle. Theo stepped in cautiously, and suddenly the water told him a joke in a bubble. "Why did the duck cross the lake? To quack you up." He smiled, just a little. Floating on the lake was a swan with golden feathers named Lady Luma. She noticed Theo and swam near. "You seek true happiness," she said. "But what you find here is joy for a moment, not for a heart." "Where can I find the real kind?" asked Theo. "Climb the Hill of Echoes," she said, "and listen." So Theo thanked the lake and followed the winding path to the Hill of Echoes. There, the wind whispered old songs, and the grass hummed lullabies. At the top of the hill, he shouted, "What makes people truly happy?" His voice echoed back, not with his own words, but with the laughter of children, the sigh of a kind deed, and the heartbeat of gratitude. It was beautiful, but still Theo didn't fully understand. Just then, a balloon floated past with a note tied to its string. It read, "Happiness is not something you find, it's something you give." Theo was puzzled. "How can I give what I don't have?" A tiny fairy buzzed near, wearing a coat stitched with sunbeams. "I'm Bliss, the Smilemaker," she said, landing on his shoulder. "I collect moments of joy given away. Would you like to learn?" Theo nodded, and Bliss clapped her hands. They were instantly in a meadow full of children playing. One girl sat alone, crying. Theo walked over, gave her his marzipan stars, and told her a silly story about a penguin who wore pajamas. She laughed so hard she hiccuped. Suddenly, Theo's heart felt warm. Bliss smiled. "See? You gave joy, and you received it too." Theo helped an old mole find his glasses, taught a hedgehog how to dance, and even shared his scarf with a chilly fox. With every act, he felt a flutter inside, a flutter that grew and glowed. By nightfall, Bliss showed him his reflection in a puddle. Theo was smiling, truly smiling for the first time. He returned to Sunbeam Hollow not with treasure, but with something better. Stories, laughter, and a pouch full of thank yous. Granny Lou hugged him tight. "You found it, didn't you?" she whispered. Theo nodded. Happiness isn't a thing to chase. It's a gift to give. From that day on, Theo became the village's secret Smilemaker. He left kind notes on doors, sang silly songs during storms, and made grumpy goats laugh with painted stones. And every time someone smiled because of him, the sky above Sunbeam Hollow shone a little brighter, because happiness, once shared, multiplies. And Theo, quiet, thoughtful Theo, had found the magic of making joy grow, not with spells, not with gold, but with kindness. And if you ever visit Sunbeam Hollow, you might see a boy with a scarf around his neck and sunshine in his step. That's Theo, still smiling, still giving, still glowing,